Couldn't sleep last night. I kept thinking about how the Green Ranger had a dagger that was a flute that sounded like a synthesizer that's trying to sound like a trumpet, and he blew into it with his helmet on.
I call upon DragonZord!
What's good, you filthy animals? It's Salty. I've been in a food coma the past few days after Turkey Day. Been chowing down. But I'm finally back. Let's get into some suspiciously specific. Here's a disclaimer. Happy first official day of Christmas tree season. Pro tip, if you ask your salesman if they have any of the really good trees and the guy tries to sell you weed, don't report him to his boss. It was just a misunderstanding and he was trying to help you, Miss Evans. Well, I've got just the trees for you, Mrs. Evans. No drugs or nuclear weapons allowed inside. What the hell happened here? I went to donate blood today. Awful experience. Never again. Question after question. Whose blood is it? Where did you get it? Why is it in a bucket? Why is some of it on your shirt? What did you do with that knife? So annoying. Redneck dads after drinking a 6-pack on Thanksgiving. Aight, I'ma beat up my family. No drugs or nuclear weapons allowed inside the restrooms. What the hell happened here? If someone you know is getting deeply into making bread from scratch, they are really depressed, I promise you. Yeah, that's probably true. Me, taking a piss in my own house like normal? My anxiety. What if someone slipped you hallucinogenic drugs and you're actually in Walmart right now pissing in the middle of the store? Me, we'll confront that problem when we come to it. I mean, that is plausible. That could happen. Ask Reddit. How would you hide the body of a 165-pound, 78-year-old white male who is approximately 6 feet tall? Anyone? Does anybody know? My sister kicks me in the balls. Me, who has access to the routers and can block Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus, etc. Prepare to feel the wrath of a pissed-off nerd with admin privileges. I like to use my victims as fertilizer to grow small plants, which I then send to the victim's family as a condolence present. Most people neglect potted plants they receive as gifts, so in a way, it's like they're letting their children die all over again. Savage. Who needs a therapist when you can just do 2 huge dabs, take some melatonin, pass out, sleep through your alarm, miss work, wake up to a text from your boss saying you're fired, feel nothing, smoke some more weed, then start driving for Postmates till you're back on your feet? Exercising will help you live for longer, and it will also help you build up strength to finally capture that wolf that killed your wife. Brilliant. Just look at that wolf's face. It's like he wants it to happen. You're only a teenager once, guys. Ask your crush out. Go to parties. Make friends. Help your friend perform necromancy to bring his sister back to life even though you know it's a bad idea, but you don't say anything because you're slowly realizing you're in love with him. Don't let these years pass you by. You gotta make the most of it. After eating 37 olives straight out of a jar while standing in front of a refrigerator at 1:34 a.m. 2:12 a.m. going back for more olive.
Consume olives, I must.
We created Steam in 2004 as a platform to sell Half-Life 2 and are proud to see it grow from those humble roots into a sales front for games called Area 51 Hentai Raid that install a Bitcoin miner on your PC and is a way for ISIS to do money laundering via Counter-Strike skins. What? Oof. I envy people who have dreams with clear rational plots like, I was on my favorite TV show for a day. My dreams are like, I'm in a diner and I'm pregnant. I leave the diner and I'm in a forest watching the pregnant woman who is no longer me. She turns around and now we're in a Jeep and she's my dad. We're listening to music which is somehow numbers. He asks if I remember the time we went to Pakistan and I say yeah because I do. I wake up and remember I've never been to Pakistan in my life. That actually sounds like a normal dream to me. Get some trippy ass dreams lately. Ask Reddit, if you died next week, what will probably be the cause? 14 stab wounds in the lower abdomen inflicted with a 7.5-inch blade drenched with Clorox brand bleach at 2:53 a.m. at a gas station in South Dakota just off the highway exit. That's just a guess though. How do you tell your girlfriend's parents that you killed their 7-week-old puppy by accidentally dropping a toolbox which weighs approximately 80 kilograms on its head because you didn't realize it was in the garage at the same time as you, causing you to trip over it and crush its skull? I'm so sick of Pornhub and their video titles always step related. Just give me good old fashioned. I'm sick of seeing stepbro and stepsis while stepdad watches, while stepmom is outside getting railed by step realtor in step fake taxi driver who was old step roommate. Oh, sometimes it'd be like that. An unexpected crunch while eating. Huh, must be the cyanide capsule I keep in my tooth in case the Soviets start asking questions. You never know when that's gonna happen. You gotta be prepared. Me, I'm so tired I'm going to sleep right away. Checks Instagram, checks timeline, checks Snapchat, watches 34 YouTube videos, eats a 5-course meal. That's scary how accurate that is. Me making memes about getting laid off. Me 8 hours later when it hits me that I don't have a job anymore. My 7th mental breakdown in 1 week. Sad news. My girlfriend lives over 200 miles away, serving life in prison, and she just killed her cellmate. 3 guards broke out and held an Uber driver at gunpoint for a 4-hour drive just to come and see me for an hour. If they want to see you, they'll make the effort. Damn right. Now that's relationship goals right there. Have you ever smoked a cigarette in your car and tried to throw it out the window, and a minute later you smell something and turn around to find your grandma find your grandma fingering herself in the back seat. Oh, that's not a pretty picture. I before E, except when your foreign neighbor Keith received 8 counterfeit beige sleighs from feisty caffeinated weightlifters. Weird. Feisty caffeinated weightlifters. Now that's something right there. High school sweethearts? You mean you took each other's virginity and stupidly went to the same college together, so now you feel stuck and so terrified of change that you'll never break up even though the love has been gone for years. High school sweethearts. Oh, so when the other people call their pets fur baby, it's fine, but when I call a kid a skin dog, somehow I'm disgusting? And the worst pediatrician in this hospital? These damn skin dogs. In 2020, we stopped chasing people that don't make an effort to be in our lives. In 2020, we put ourselves first. In 2020, we do not try to domesticate a raccoon, but if one wanders into our home because he thinks the couch is nice and he likes the atmosphere, then he can stay. I'm not trying to get a pet raccoon, but if one just walks up here and finds himself comfortable, I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do. It's gonna stay with me. Lamau, my brother girlfriend just offered me $1,000 to tell her where he at. Girl, I don't know nothing about a white Honda parked at 1912 Cooper Avenue. 35215 with a light skin with 3.5 scoops of hair. I don't know nothing about that. I'm so sorry you have to work on holiday. Starter pack. If this was a movie, a little girl would ask the manager if her big sister or brother could come home, and then when the manager says no, she'll pull out the "But sir, it's Christmas" card, and then the music would play and Santa would be by the window. That got unexpectedly cursed all of a sudden. By age 30, you should have $3 in savings, $5,000 in credit card debt, existential dread, a favorite spoon, one half-dead plant you feel really bad about because your mom keeps asking for grandkids, but you're not ready and you thought this basil plant would be a good place to start. A moment of silence for all the big city suit-wearing guys who are about to get dumped by their girlfriends, fiancés, for a small-town guy wearing flannel in Hallmark movies this holiday season. Alright, one of my favorite movies right here. Oh yeah. The conventional advice is avoid politics at Thanksgiving, but as a political scientist, I advise you go hard. Point out all the social welfare programs your relatives are on. When your uncle says, "It's illegal to say Merry Christmas in New York," call him a moron. Challenge your dad to a fistfight the second time he brings up Hunter Biden. When your grandma starts about immigrants, tell her you tried to organize an intervention for her pill problem but couldn't find 4 people who want her to live. When your high school friend brings up the Constitution, remind him that he got a D in 9th grade civics. Ask your All Lives Matter cousin if he has any luck getting his 97 Mitsubishi Eclipse pregnant. Shatter a glass for effect. Holding our tongues got us where we are. Be great, hold nothing back. Oh yeah, that's some great Thanksgiving advice right there. Grandma be popping them pills like it's New Year's Eve in 1999. Let's get it. When you're depressed as f and your friends pull up with vodka, weed, and your ex's Gmail password. Your best friends always got your back, am I right? My dad saying 9/11 was an inside job. My sister saying she hates this family and wants to die. My mom who just wanted everyone to have a nice dinner together. Me waiting to tell everyone that I am responsible for 3 counts of manslaughter in the state of Arkansas. Oh no. Now that sounds like a very functional family if you ask me. Me during what's wrong? Her, nothing. Me taking off the huge cowboy hat with neon lights that says Crab Ranch on it. No, something's wrong, I can tell. Crab Ranch, come and get a load of this cowboy. Alright everyone, that's it for today's episode on Suspiciously Specific. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe for more, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.